Hello and welcome to the second round moving day of 2026 Discraft Supreme Flight Open presented by Florida's Adventure Coast. We're in Brooksville, Florida at the beautiful Grand Canyon, or aka Olympus. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hot geese. And good conditions in the air, not much wind to speak of, but the ground, a different story.
That's so true.
A story of clay.
Yeah, we are in a limestone quarry, and the evidence of that is literally every step you take. Rocks, clay, you name it. We're sliding around out there.
Hole 1 is an uphill par 3, 283 feet. A shorter tee, a little bit of a gap hit to start. Definitely more reachable for the field, but plays, I think, over 300 with a drop-off behind it. So not quite a gimme, but a nice one to get things rolling.
Yeah, the morning started out nicely. It was foggy.
One round of Olympus, 8 under par, and she is your leader from Gannon, Texas,
Lisa starting out yesterday with an 8 under par, a current layouts hot round course record, 92% Circle 1X putting to get her to that low number.
If you didn't watch yesterday, 8 under is the course record of the previous layout as well, but it is scoring a bit easier this year.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, Rebecca Cox.
Happy to get to watch Rebecca Cox early in the season here.
I played with her yesterday, watching her shoot that 6 down. I don't think she missed a single putt. It was really a joy to watch. Rebecca putting this one up high and to the right and letting it fade towards the pin.
Wow.
Oh, absolute bullseye hit.
Rebecca, always known to be an angle master.
She is your reigning world champion from Los Angeles, California, Scoggins.
And a big tie at this 6 down number. Our current world champ, I'm sure, looking to add a few more trophies under her belt, as they say.
Lots of space under there. Owen's going to unfortunately slide down to the bottom of the hill. She might have some branches to deal with on the green.
Beacon, New York, Missy.
I got to play with Missy yesterday on the feature card. She was also looking super clean on the course. I was so surprised that that clean play wasn't quite enough to even put her in the lead. I thought she would be leading no problem. But like Erika said, a huge tie at 6 down, and Lisa coming in with that 8 down. And we both think that we could see hotter scores today.
Yeah.
So.
And Missy found the bullseye 2 days in a row. I think Missy's 6 down was quite casual. Didn't even look like she was stressing or putting, the pedal to the metal or anything. I think we could see more out of any of these ladies, honestly.
And this whole playing definitely easier than last year. We would see a handful of birdies in years prior, but not that many. This year, it seems like kind of the sweet spot for a lot of these holes on this course is around 13 or 15 birdies. So about that 30% mark. I don't know if distance is super rewarded on this course more than accuracy. I think you have to have both. It is a long course, but Missy Gannon, not necessarily known to be a big distance player, she's really showing us the accuracy with her drivers.
I think this is a rare example of angle being slightly more important and control being more important, which I'm a fan of.
Me too.
It's nice to see the variety. And some tap-in birdies for Missy and Rebecca to start.
Rebecca looking so springy today.
Her hair, or just her general pep.
The flowered shirt, flowered socks. Big shout out real quick to the Patreon disc winner, Big Joe and Tom Remecki. Shout out, you guys will be sharing that disc. You could be next. Check out patreon.com/JomezPro for the next time to enter. Here's our new hole 2. The geese are a big fan of the change on the tee pad. We love that initial tunnel. It's difficult, but an appropriate challenge for FPO. This hole's reachable by everybody in the field to get that birdie, but this green is brutal. I think both geese hate the green. maybe one goose more than the other.
You can speak for me anytime, just to be clear.
Rebecca, holy cow, that is
Smoked.
smashed. She comes out the gap with authority. But yeah, the green, I feel like it's just a little bit unnecessary. You can see some chancy stuff happen that's very unfortunate. But if you only have a pitch up, it's not that big of a deal. Missy gonna find the new water problem on
Little
the hole.
Casual puddle.
Yeah, we have a couple new mini lakes on the course today.
And this is the mistake you really don't want to make, but Lisa getting a fortunate bounce. Although, maybe we'll get an idea of how slippery it is. Just look at that little
Yeah.
path. All that stuff cakes to your shoes. It can make getting any kind of power from a standstill difficult.
It's
All
not-
day, you're walking like it's ice out there.
Yeah,
Teeny
it's
steps.
not mud. It looks like mud. It is not mud. And that's also a very favorable kick out to the middle. Here's Lisa trying to make do with a good bounce, I would say, from the shot, but not a lot of power going to be able to be generated here.
That's a good shot from where she was, putting the towel down, trying to get some traction. It's still going to be a big shot to get that par.
This little pond in the middle kind of reminds me of Lake Maple out at De La Viega. You know, they almost never get rain. But
Yeah.
then when they do, that little lake
Don't they have a little sign for it?
on I-5, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little plaque.
Should we put a plaque out there for
Yeah,
tomorrow?
I love that.
What's its name?
Maybe Lake Powell. This is the Grand Canyon. historically.
Oh, that is good. I'm honestly impressed.
Here's Missy up in circle 2. She'll have a decision to make here and maybe some branches in the way of that elevated basket. Lisa from, what did you say, 300 feet? 260?
Yeah.
280?
In the
Coming in
upper
hot.
twos.
Oh my God. What the heck?
What a birdie.
I knew I heard a roar and I looked for an ace, but I didn't.
Almost as good. That is a huge throw. Yeah, that's got to be like right around 270.
Actually,
She
I can
is
tell you, this
stoked.
is my
Oh,
job.
yeah, right.
This is my
I
job.
forgot we have jobs.
What are we doing? Lisa,
I'm going to go get it, she says. Get it, girl.
234. Holy cow.
Wow. All right.
Unbelievable.
Let's get going. Get hyped, crowd. It's always weird to follow a big throw in.
Yes.
You know? Like, do you think Rebecca's thinking, I could do that?
Yeah.
Or is she thinking...
She's giving it the height.
And I like that she's kind of trying to work the right side. It's definitely a bit flatter up there.
And I think a little bit less branchy as well.
Branchy.
And here's Owen just trying to lay it up, and that's a dangerous game.
Classic.
Wow, that was very friendly, though.
I wish Statmando had a roll away distance
Yeah.
so we could just tally up how much has rolled.
How many? Because even what Missy just did right there, in practice, I was having that roll away on the backside. It's scary. Let's see. Rebecca with one last look at a birdie. Nope, she's just laying it up, and
Ooh.
it didn't roll. We're happy about that. Lisa was the only birdie today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was the only birdie?
That was the only birdie.
Well, I'm glad we got to see it.
Which makes me feel better about how I played this hole today. But yeah, played as the second most difficult hole of the day. One birdie out of 44 competitors. And you can see, here's the chaos.
I take back what I said about this hole being easier than the old hole, too.
Yeah.
I take it back. You were right. Let the record show.
It's just like you can get into a lot more trouble.
Yeah.
And this green, I just want to ask Paul why, you know?
You saw him in Sprouts the other day. Why didn't you ask him there?
I should have asked him what was in his basket, too.
I know.
Two
I
things
asked
regret.
her what was in Paul's basket. She didn't even look. God.
We talked about the rain. Classic.
And a bummer for Rebecca to have such a perfect drive and then just kind of highlighting how difficult this green can be.
No. Oh, my goodness. Where to go? Oh, she's trying to even just hold her footing here. And that little tree branch on her head is probably soaking wet.
And the real challenge here is that's just a mental blow. I mean, it can be tough to recover from.
She's got 3 putters and they're all covered in mud.
Yeah.
That's enough of a blow for anyone right there.
Hole 3 is a par 4, shorter than previous years, 415 feet. You're teeing off this little tiny bluff, and then you want to land up on this hillside. You see some women get really aggressive and try to kind of punch all the way up. You see some just lay it up to the base. You can throw anything from a putter to a distance driver, so it's kind of a cool hole. Pick your poison. This basket is perched on the hillside, so roll away potential. There's also OB right behind the bullseye.
A really nice, almost a nice drive from Lisa. She hyzers in just a tiny bit early. And being pinched on that left side, we watched a couple players yesterday try to sort of shoot through there. It's not fun. Missy pushing the backside, and that's what you would rather do here, opening it up a lot.
Yeah, I was in that short left corner, and it's worse than I remember.
Mm-hmm. Weirdly, this plate is the easiest hole. The pin position this year in that shorter placement that Erika just told you about is definitely easier than before. Birdie's in play and reachable by everyone in the field. But it's not a gimme by any means with that OB, how close it is, and the rollaway potential.
Ooh, that's probably fine. Inbounds.
Oh, no. I didn't even know there was OB over there.
Yeah, I mean, just the cliff, like, short, but it's a weird shaped bubble.
It is.
And so
It's
Rebecca
really
is short. Yeah, it's really weird. She's short of the corner, but actually that is well managed from there. She's almost to circle 2. A risky shot.
Ooh, Own push deep, and she's in a position that we don't see a lot of players deal with. She's going to try to chop up the right side.
Ooh.
Good enough for a par.
Lisa, with a bit of a window over the sawgrass. Man, she's got a big slice on her hand
Nice.
for sure.
What the heck? She's dialed right now.
I can't believe she didn't throw that in, honestly. I'm wondering if we're going to...
I'm bored, honestly.
I do think this one has eagle potential if you get your drive just perfect. An aggressive drive, obviously. But I hope we see one.
Missy, so close. Just a little chip up. Own showing us what this course is all about. You always have weird footing. You always have little tiny branches and vines in your way. Almost 60% of the field birdied this hole.
Wow.
It's crazy. Ooh, Rebecca almost getting one with a really, really great second recovery shot.
Missy about 15 feet for her birdie. Give it to her. Every other.
Yeah.
Name of the game.
Playing smart, not hard.
And a solid putt and par recovery from Rebecca.
Yeah, it's nice to make a little short one after that last fiasco, although that's a very different type of basket. Hole 4. Another very challenging par 4. It's only 515, but this first shot is super technical. The gap's kind of blind to where the tee pad is. You know you're trying to throw a nose down hyzer with either a mid or a fairway, or you can see people reaching for distance drivers. You want to get as far left as possible, and ideally maybe a little bit on the deeper side more than being short left. The second shot is also very technical in a different way. You're going uphill. You can see the gaps, but there's just not one perfect gap. You're aiming for a bunch that are a little bit smaller than comfortable. Rollaway potential again.
That was probably a good kick.
Heck yeah. Still, she's a little far to attack the green. We'll see what she decides. It's an aggressive play, bringing in some OB.
I do like this kind of pushing the back wall play. Missy probably going to have a chance to attack for birdie from there, but not comfortable, as Madison said. Ooh. Pushing that right side a bit too hard and gets the right side kick. That looks nice.
Oh yeah, pushing the back wall, getting a little filter at the end.
All these ladies are too strong. Gotta throw something that fades a little faster.
It's pull out your mids.
It's so tricky though. You gotta get it to fade before the back wall, but not fade all the way into the sawgrass and not be behind that single tree. It's a lot to ask for.
I like Lisa's smart play here, just getting it up there in the middle. She'll have a pretty simple either long putt or kind of a little jump putt up to the circle.
I think you mean throw-in.
Throw-in, another throw-in.
Remember that one, what was it, Sunset Hills? She had like 3 throw-ins in one round.
I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4 or
Yeah,
5.
it was
Like,
incredible.
a lot.
I know it was like over 300 feet total.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was almost 400.
Own following suit with Lisa's play. Rebecca
Ooh.
pushing the ceiling a little more. I don't know if that was on purpose. It looked like her footing was weird. Kind of a little slip on the back foot.
Nice 50-50 rail grind along the lichen-covered oak.
Missy sending it, making it through the gap. She'll even have a putt from, looks like around just outside circle 1.
Great shot.
This plate is the 3rd most difficult hole of the day. This one's always in the mix. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
And it's not the easiest layup from here either. Look what she's dealing with. Throwing 5 now.
And
A good recovery, but a really tough break.
there's some courses where you can take a quad and a double in the first 4 holes and you can think, okay, I could birdie out. But this is not one of those courses.
No.
You're staring at an ultimate gauntlet during the rest of the round.
Just a pressure cooker.
Missy.
Ooh, I liked it. Every other.
There were 5 birdies on this hole today. I'll shout them out. Kylie Kohut, Holly Finley, Valerie Mandujano, Holland Hanley, and Ellie Midling. This one feels good to birdie. It feels very professional.
It really does. Hole 5, the same layout as previous years, par 3, 284 feet, from one cliff to another, but this is now a mandatory relief area. You used to be able to potentially play if you landed on this little bluff, but now you have to take it from where it last crossed, so it plays exactly like out of bounds without the added stroke.
Yeah, it adds a little bit more conversation. We used to just automatically go to a drop zone that was pretty centered up. Now you kind of have to talk it out a little bit. It brings that big rock on the right side of the bluff into play.
I think it should be like an optional drop zone just to kind of speed this one up a little bit. But also, we could just all do this.
Yeah, this would make it much easier. No conversation required.
My preference, obviously.
It was interesting today to play with almost no wind. It definitely picked up a little as the round went on, but the beginning was just dead calm. Just a nice fog settling over the property. Missy coming in hot. She's going to be on the deep side of circle 1 in the shul a little bit.
You're probably thriving in the fog. That felt like you were
was.
swimming a little bit.
I was loving it. I took like 40 videos.
Surprise, there's room on your phone.
There wasn't. I deleted a lot of stuff today too.
Bye-bye, Venmo.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye all my apps. Hello, B-roll.
Priorities. It looks like Owen made it across.
Look at this little pushing hyzer shot from Rebecca. Oh, man. Coming up just a little short. She's going to take it at least from the center Own gonna
Ah.
do the same as well. The basket's completely blind from down there. There's no notion of where it is. You just kind of have to keep your eye. Own looking like she definitely kept an eye on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Couple of easy pars. I can't quite figure out what they should do with this hole. I feel like there's this is one that could use a little refresh.
I like it. I mean, after they refresh it for the MPO field, I don't want to see what they could do with this hole.
I don't want
It's so hard.
Yeah, no part of that type of refresh.
Yeah.
Lisa gonna walk away with the only birdie on the lead card, 1 of 12 today on hole 5.
And she extends her lead to 3 strokes, looking strong out here. Own in danger of being in the string of gray, which is what we call 6 pars.
Hole 6, new hole this year, 320 feet, but downhill the whole way. I like a dead straight putter here, come in nice and soft over the hay bales. If you do go deep, you can get into some trouble and some funky footing, but in reality, this is just a fun hole. We don't get to do a lot of this type of hole very much on the Pro Tour anymore, so everyone's just trying to enjoy it. There's a bit of a gap right when you get off the tee pad, and maybe you're thinking about it here, but a lot of players just having a good time, just trying to get it close on this elevated basket.
I'm just thinking about how beautiful this staircase is.
The staircase is lovely.
It's stunning. And these hay bales are here for a reason.
Yeah, Lisa gonna nudge right up to them, have a tester on the elevated pin.
I kind of like it. They keep you honest. Missy just a bit early or undercommitted on that one. Going to be in the sawgrass. Should be fine for a pitch up.
Oh, she looked like a little nervous or something right there.
Tell your friends. Missy Gannon's losing her cool.
Yeah. Own trying to work the flex. It's not quite flexing back. Oh, yes, it did. It's inside the circle.
Yeah. Gotta earn it, though.
Love this.
Ooh, yeah. She threw I think a compass yesterday. Oh, I thought she had it for sure.
Man, that got a little drop.
Yeah, that was her compass. Dang, she parked it yesterday. I thought that was the same exact shot.
Missy forced to do a little throw here, not able to jump putt up to the green.
And I really like the addition of these holes that everyone can get, but not everyone is.
Yeah, there's only 13 birdies
Yeah.
today, which is so surprising.
Nah, keeps you honest. Adds that little bit of pressure, like, gotta get this one. Gotta do it.
Also, this is one of the first holes where we do have a lot of action around the green. Some spectators. Own good for it from about 28 feet. Obviously, she loves the spectators.
Yeah, she was just waiting for
What's
them to put on a
deficit for
show.
many players is Own's fave. Heck yeah, Rebecca in for par. Missy also in for par.
Looks like Holland Hanley's making some moves. Taylor Chosek also coming up on Lisa's hot score. Hole 7, a shorter tee box than previous years, par 3, 284 feet. It calls for a bit of a turning shot. Looks like a forehand. That does not work with this left to right sloping fairway. You got to be careful on the putting green as well. You do see some rollaways, plus those trees right behind the pin can add some difficulty if you go a bit deep. Classic mistake, I would say, is early left in the sawgrass. I like this change as well.
Me too. And look at this sweet new tee pad.
Yeah, they did such great work out here. They
I
built
mean, there's lots of the cool wooden features, but also the tee pads are just monstrous. They have a little bit of, on every single one, even the ones that don't have this big, nice boardwalk, they have a little bit of wood before, so you have plenty of room to make sure your feet aren't in the mud, and then a huge AstroTurf tee pad that drains really well. Even playing with clay on your shoes today, they were still gripping great for my card.
Yeah, which is impressive because so much clay getting scraped onto the tee pads.
Yeah, even though this one's 284, it's still not a simple hole. It really does require a pretty finite angle. And if you flip your disc, there's OB down there to the right that you can find real fast. Also, this green has a ton of roots. You can see them right here near the little, what are they called? Mohawks? What are those? Tassels? Little tassels?
Whiskers?
Whiskers. Oh my God.
I like
Some
mohawks.
sort of spiky hair.
Wow. No, they're mohawks from now on.
Well, why did my brain do that?
I liked it.
But yeah, there's lots of roots right there, so you can't really count on your drive to slide up to the basket.
Rebecca with a tricky little straddle putt for her birdie. Oh, yeah.
What?
And I was hoping we'd see this. She made so many of those kind of awkward tester putts yesterday, and they all were dead center.
And look at her. She's bouncing back, too, after, having that multi-putt on that elevated basket. Looking really mentally strong out there. Own following suit, not one to be big putted.
2 in a row for Own.
Rebecca's putt. That says 26 feet. That seems wrong.
Wow, great showing on the 7th from our lead card.
45% of the field birdieing this one, playing it's the second
Wow.
easiest hole of the day. Yeah.
People figuring it out for sure.
Mhm.
That's way more than yesterday.
Yep. Hole 8. Oh,
Do you
where
remember?
am I? No, you can't. With this beautiful sunlight, you can't see anything. There it is. There's the basket. Now I know where we are. We're teeing from another bluff downhill. This is a tricky one because of the shot shape, but also there's always a secret wind going through this area that you're flying over. I like a backhand turning shot that gently fades at the very end, but if you have a big forehand, I think that's the best shot. That big tree that Owen was skirting to the left of can come into play really fast, and doing the flex is scary because of that right there. That OB line comes up really quick. Even if you don't find that OB line left that Owen made it to, being left in that green tree you can see to the left of the basket is brutal. There's really no good way to get up and down. You'll see Missy.
Ooh, piping one.
Yeah, making the correction from yesterday. She kind of turned it yesterday, burned it into that big guardian tree.
So good. She's the best in the game at throwing it dead straight. P.S. I want to name something a secret wind. Perhaps my JBL speaker. Love a secret wind.
Yeah. Love Rebecca keeping it nice and low, not messing around at all. She'll be messing around on that corner, but maybe not able to putt, but we'll be able to get up and down. This green also has some erosion, I think, that happened. It looks different from years prior. There used to be a little bit more flat area right around the bottom of the basket, and this year it's just a slope.
You know me, I'm a big fan of this forehand play.
Love it.
Lisa putting it a few feet outside the circle just feels safer than the
It
backhand.
sure does. There's a lot more space.
Owen throwing 3 with that OB stroke. And this isn't the easiest of layups, but she makes quick work of it.
Rebecca forced to throw a little sky forehand, hoping to get this to land flat because any
Oof.
angle, yeah. Oof, okay, that's nice.
At least it's that.
We're seeing these discs be pretty nice right now. They're doing some good things.
Missy.
Especially Missy's putters. Finding chains.
Finally, 2 in a row from her.
I like that she claimed it too. We don't get to see her like double fist claim it very much.
Rebecca hits the band on her comeback for par.
Confident miss. Dead center. Only 7 birdies on 8. I was a little surprised by how many we saw yesterday. I think there was double that.
Yeah.
So
That was surprising.
less wind today, less birdies today. Classic mystery of hole 8.
I mean, at least you figured out what hole we were on.
Yeah.
It's not a total mystery anymore.
Shout out to birthday girl Raven Klein. She parked that hole.
Oh, happy birthday, Raven.
Mhm.
All right, let's wrap it up. Hole 9, another one where you're throwing it down the mountain at par 3, 404 feet. Plays a bit shorter, but still quite a rip. Mostly you see flexing shots that kind of follow the drone's path. You do see some kind of like dead straight shots. You see some hyzer flips. I think mostly you're seeing kind of like a forced turn a little bit, that there's just a lot of airspace to the right that you can use after kind of the initial 2 hillsides. Anything short is brutal. Anything on the left side, you're going to be in some sawgrass.
Really nice kick. As long as you don't land on top of that hill, you are happy. Lisa is going to be, oh, that might have been a good kick as well. Being high on the hill sucks.
It's rough. I mean, just trying to get up the hill with the clay.
Yeah, if you're at least down towards the base. It's still a lot of sawgrass, but it's manageable.
I wish that we could just like follow the card with the cameras off the tee pads and just watch them walk down some of these paths all day. Everyone's just arms out,
Ice skating.
gingerly. I slipped, I think, like 8 times today.
Oh, yeah.
Watched 2 people fall.
Own looks like she might be stuck up on top of that hill. Rebecca with a really clean shot. Oh, man.
Still great. That's, I think, the just coolest way to play the hole. Dead straight.
Oh, man. Own has nothing. She's going super blind. Has to go over the hill.
And there's so many little things in her way, too.
What a shot. Oh. Okay, it hyzered a little bit more than I was expecting. We'll see what she has to work with.
Missy left with a turnover sidearm.
I thought Missy was way past this. My depth perception is... At least I know what hole I'm on. Missy, right around circle's edge. I thought Lisa was past too. I thought
I know. You were like, good kick, good kick. I was like, oh, oh boy.
I thought they were up close
What
to
am I
circles too.
missing?
Yeah. My bad.
I was just letting you go. I'm trying to argue with you, Les.
Some good recovery shots from really crappy positions. Own forced to just pitch out. It's crazy how quickly this hole can turn into a bogey.
Lisa, unable to save the par. Going to be her first bogey of the round.
Yes! What a birdie from Rebecca.
Rebecca's showing a lot of fight. I love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so much bounce in her hair and in her walk. Ooh.
Okay, Missy.
All right. Keeping it clean.
Her clutchness.
And after 9 holes of the second round, looks like a 3-way tie at the top. Missy Gannon chasing down Lisa. Holland Hanley also shooting really well. Holland getting second last year in that a tie for second in that 3-way playoff that we saw.
Let's see
Around it.
round scores. Yeah, we see around a handful under par. but Ella Hansen, the only one with a 6 down right now, and she's all the way through 15 holes. Not as hot as we were expecting. Erika claims that she thinks the front nine's easier. I don't really know what to think out here. Almost every hole can bite you. I feel like the back nine's harder just because it's a slog. Like, it's such a long course.
A lot of
So you
hills.
start getting tired on the back.
Cranky.
But yeah, we still have 9 holes left to play, and thankfully we get good weather, not that much wind the rest of the time. So we will see more people getting birdies as we go. So come hang out with us again on moving day. Thanks again to the Founders Club. You guys are the best. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb with the 2 Wackies.
Honk.